morning, folks. You join me again. Another early start. It's just gone a couple of minutes after 6. The tide just now is maybe about an hour and a half from full out. This morning, something a wee bit different. I'm going collecting my own lugworm. I'm completely out of mackerel for any fishing I want to do, so while I wait for that to be delivered, I thought I'd just do a wee video on lug collecting. Might have a look round for a wee forage further around there for some soft peelers. We're getting at the end of that sort of time for them, but there's an area around the corner here that we can do. So this is a beautiful loch plate, absolutely stunning part of the world here. This is a big sand flat just as you enter into it, and yeah, there's quite a few worm casts here. They're pretty deep along the majority of it. They're down below a grape level usually, or a fork, for those of you that don't know what a grape is. So I went and bought a pump, and I've been out a couple of times with it, starting to get the hang of it now. So yeah, pump some lug, get a few bits and pieces for fishing this afternoon. As you can see, there's quite a lot of casts here. I've had a couple of pumps just to get the pump working properly. So we've got a lot of casts in this area. The trouble when it is like this is matching the cast to the blowhole. You know, so there's a breather, and then obviously the cast is the back end of the worm. And in between that two areas is where the worm would lie, maybe about 8 inches down. So it goes down in like a sort of an arc, so it'll go down like that, but down the way, and the worm would lie at the bottom. So what you're trying to do is match up the cast with the breather, and then I mark my pump. So this just one off of, I think it was about 25 quid or something, off eBay. I think it came up from the south of England. Really well made, nice copper 28mm copper pipe, nice and easy to use. I just mark it 10 inches with a bit of tape because I'm not good enough, but you can see it will shine up to the right depth anyway. In here we've got a lot of old shells, and it makes it a wee bit more difficult to get down to the 10 inches, so it's just a case of persevering. It's a lot of pumping for what you get in this area, but it beats breaking the back of digging over here. Like I say, there's a lot of shell and that and stone over in this area, so the pump is fine. So I'm looking at it, and you can see here they've got, I don't know if you can actually see that, but we've got a blowhole. I'll just stick you down a wee touch. We've got a blowhole here going that way. I think it's too short to go that way, going by the amount of spoil that's round it. So I think this one is that one, and that one there is this one. So you would just go in at sort of 20 degrees, push it down, and give it a soak. Now it might take a couple. So nothing there. We'll try it that way. Nothing. There's one there. So that's what we're after. So that was what, 3 pumps, maybe 4, and you get yourself a pretty decent worm. I just chucked them all in the bucket just now, and I'll sort them when I get home later on. So yeah, I'll just go ahead and try and get a few more. But it's as easy as that really. It's just patience. Once you sort of gauge the distance, I mean, all the worms are roughly the same size, about 8 to 10 inches here. There is occasionally a bigger one, so that will give you an idea of how far away the blowhole will be from the cast. The further it's away, the bigger the worm. Shorter, the smaller the worm. In general, it's not always set in stone, so yeah, we'll just keep pumping and see if we can get a few more. There's another one. So folks, I've been here maybe about 10-15 minutes. Got quite a few worm already. Nothing massive, but certainly good enough for flatfish and any other fish that I want to do today. We've got blow lug there, and we've also got some black lug as well. So yeah, there's a few in there already. Like I say, I've only been pumping about 10-15 minutes. I've probably got enough for at least an hour's session already. But I'm going to keep going, pump for an hour. As you can see, it gets pretty warm doing it, so the jacket's off already. But I'm just going to batter on, see if I can get a few more. It's quite difficult in here. Just try to ascertain which cast is going to which hole. So you're stabbing in the dark a wee bit, so it might take 3 or 4 pumps round to get the one worm. And you're not guaranteed a worm at every cast either, so it can be quite warm work. But yeah, so far so good. We're getting a few. That's the main thing. I felt one there, but I didn't. Yeah, so they're a good size. I would also recommend wearing gloves. Don't be an idiot like me. But they're a pretty decent size, the lug. Well folks, I think that'll do it. I've got that was maybe an hour and 15 minutes, and I've got probably a good 50-60 worm there, at least 60 actually, probably nearer 70. So plenty for what I need for the next day or so. I'll go down and see if I can find a few crabs now under the seaweed along here. See if we can get a couple of decent sized ones that we can use for bass later maybe. And if not, we could use them for wrasse out at the lighthouse. I'm not sure which place I'm going to go fishing yet, but it'll be one or the other. It'll either be after bass or it'll be after wrasse. So we'll go and take you down there and we'll see if we can find any. So folks, yeah, I just went down behind me here to the water's edge, pretty much, maybe about 5 yards above it, and just turned some weed over and picked up any crabs that were kicking about. So there's maybe 5 or 6 that are maybe 2 inches big, and there's a couple of bigger peeler, maybe about 3 inch, which can be cut in half and maybe ledgered a wee bit further out. So yeah, I've got more than enough. It's just important when you go and turn the weed over, make sure that you knock it back to where it was. I was going to show you, but I mean all it is literally flicking the weed over, picking up anything you see that might be of use, and then putting the weed back. There's a lot of blennies, an awful lot of blennies under the weed down here, so it was lovely to see them, but you know, they need covered. So yeah, I'll show you these baits here just now. Some large mussel and some peeler. So folks, there's the peeler, nice and soft there. You can see the back is plenty given that, and just got some large mussels as well. So between peeler and the smaller crabs and then all that lug, there's a couple of roasters away out on that bank out there chasing the seals. Right, they'll get their backsides kicked for that. So folks, that's the tide turn now. It's about an hour coming back in. I gave that about an hour throwing lures about. When I was collecting bait earlier, there was another small finnick, maybe about 6 or 8 inches jumping just along the bank there. So yeah, I was hoping to pick one of them wee things up just for a bit of sport. But yeah, nothing doing, so we'll call it a day at that. And get prepped ready for an afternoon's fishing at the top of the tide. If the wind is like this, then I'm not sure where I'll go. Probably Tarbot Nest or Wrasse, I think.